All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Be Real, More Than Skin Deep with Dr. Allie and myself. Basically, I am a holistic esthetician. Dr. Allie is a natural living beauty. We are both into living as naturally as possible, as well as educating others to do so, and just sharing amazing stuff that we discover with others. So today we wanted to talk. What do we want to talk about? Natural. So some things that we have found that help with brightening the skin. And methods that we use to help brighten and lighten dark spots on our skin. You know, some of those issues people face as we're aging, as if we're little sun worshiping goddesses, you know, the effects that have or, Allie lives out in the West Coast, so she's, near the sun all the time, whereas us East Coasters are not always, but we still
well,
get our...
You're East Coast meets West Coast, right? You
Yeah.
are near that. How far out? You're near Boston, about a half an hour?
A half hour, 45, yeah.
And I can never say the town's name. You always make fun of me.
Worcester.
Worcester? See? I can't. Worcester?
So the funny is so we're in a networking group, and at the celebration party last year, I went up to the DJ and I was like, because we were doing something, and I was like, say that the Worcester chapter is coming on the stage or coming out to the dance floor. And he was like, Worcester? He's like, what? And I was like, Worcester. He goes, Rooster? Like rooster, but with a W? So that is hilarious. I told one of our friends and she just was like, okay, it's Rooster from now on.
Oh, I just like to say the home of the smiley face.
Exactly. The smiley.
The
smiley was invented here.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah. So what are we talking about? We're talking about brightening the skin. So yeah, what have you found are things that you love to use to brighten your skin? Like what are some little solutions like?
Well, honestly, I grew up, I'm a little bit older than you. I'm in my 50s in a native California. So obviously I grew up without sunscreen. I do that now, but back in the day, lots of freckles, lots of sun exposure. If anything, we were told to wear copper tone and maybe little olive oil, obviously baby oil, and just slather. And then you're there for 30 minutes and you flip yourself like a pancake 30 minutes later. Little sunning in the hair, even if you're brunette. It was ridiculous. It's true. So I had also, and I can never say the name, it's basically pregnancy face when it looks like a
hyperpigmentation.
Exactly. Even though I was never pregnant, I got this naturally. It's all hormones. And I noticed as I'm entering my 50s that hormones are my best friends that make me a little cray-cray in terms of how to manage the skin. Hydration, for instance, when we get older, or no matter what climate you're in. We're in air conditioning now. I work in a chiropractic office. We're with our people inside, and we were totally air conditioned. And anyway, so what are little secrets that I've decided to spontaneously look into, because we want to look younger. We don't want to look all raggedy and tired. And I got tired of people like, are you okay? So sunscreen number one, and hydration number two. I think hydration is really key. I always like to say 50% of your body weight, if you can, with a little electrolyte. So you are covered up with sunscreen, you've got a good electrolyte, but then moisture, right? How do we keep that moisture in the body, especially as we age? So we have to take something, because as we age, we have to take something, and you want it ethically sourced. You want it clean. You want to know what you're taking. And you want it to absorb, right? Because a lot of the products we take, we just excrete, we pee it out. And it's expensive, I think. So, the big box stores, I'm talking about things like collagen. A lot of people take the powder. Powder is just garbage. It honestly, right? You want things that are going to help hydrate. I think of collagen number one as one of the big hydrating in terms of you drink water and you have electrolytes, but then how do you have it absorb and plump up your skin, so to speak, right?
Right,
So in
right.
those
Yeah,
fine lines and help even out the skin tone. I think
right.
of collagen as number one. What do you
Mhm.
think when you think of um,
Yeah. So I mean, I being an esthetician, it's all I love my serums and my special
mhm,
little witchcraft that I do with my oils, with my essential oils. So there's a lot of essential oils that can really help with brightening the skin. I will make blends with certain carrier oils, like argan oil is one that naturally brightens the skin. So does sweet almond oil.
oh
So
yeah,
both of those naturally brighten the skin, and then add to them some essential oils like, I mean, lemon is going to brighten,
mm,
obviously, but it also can make your skin sensitive to the sun. So do it at night, and then you've got 12 hours for your skin to like get rid of it. And then you can put your sunscreen on and go outside and you're good.
mhm,
But things like yarrow palm, blue tansy, frankincense, neroli. There's so many. There's literally so many that I love and
mm,
adore. So I love playing with blends and creating different blends. There's a brand called Earth Harbor Naturals that is literally like my other favorite skincare line. I brought that into the spa, and they have a ton of beautiful serums. One of them, they have two that I really love for anti-aging and specifically brightening and balancing and fighting those effects of the environment, shall we say. So one is called Marina, and that one, it does have the blue tansy in there, and it has a
mhm,
couple other
mhm,
things, and that really helps brighten the skin. I guess there's three. There's one called
mhm.
Helios that I absolutely adore. That's like the most anti-aging one. It literally shifts the texture of your skin to feel very velvety and soft and like hydrated, incredibly hydrated. Um, and then there's this newer one called Obscura, and it's a black um, thing because it has charcoal in it. And so when it first came out, I was thinking about it for acne and
Mm,
breakouts, things like
mhm,
that,
mhm,
or clogging the skin. But as I played with it, I found that it actually brightened my skin.
mm,
And so you put it on at night, and then you can put your moisturizer on, or moisturizer over it. So I started doing it at night because I quickly noticed that it was brightening my skin and like evening my skin tone here, because it came out last summer. So it
mm.
came out when I had sun and pigmentation going on. And uh and it really lightened it. So I started putting it on the backs of my hands because I do have
Mhm.
those like annoying spots that started to,
Oh,
mine are
yeah,
like,
the
and they like,
little
mine are more raised. They
yeah.
don't actually have much color except for this time of year when I get color. But they're raised. And as I started putting it on it started smoothing out. So I was like, yes.
Yay.
And so those are some of my really big favorite ones. But yeah, when it comes to collagen, collagen can really help with brightening. Well,
In
collagen
terms of
along with,
adjusting, so what you're talking about is things that you put on top, but what are some things that we can actually eat to help from the
yeah,
inside out,
eating, yeah,
right?
inside
Mhm,
out. Yeah, like, I mean, obviously antioxidants. So
mhm.
any fruits, vegetables, those are going to be excellent for us. But yeah,
How do they I'm curious, like, how do they help? I'm just curious, like,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
they would
So
say red wine's good
antioxidants,
because of is
basically, the
mhm,
whole thing of like how we,
resveratrol, right?
well, so like how we age is because one of the big factors that, besides traditional aging, we're going to all age, we all know that's going to happen. But we all know that you can look at one person who's the same age as you and she'll look 10 years older, and one person
Yes.
looks 10 years younger. And it's all a
Mhm.
matter of our lifestyle choices, right? So if you've been smoking and uh just living a hard life, or you're
Mm,
out in the environment in the weather and you get weathered and you don't take care of your skin and don't hydrate it and do all the things that Allie was just talking about, your skin
yeah.
is going to age faster, mostly because of free radicals from the environment. And then of course add toxins and things from the environment that are just out and about in the air pollution and cars and whatnot.
Well, yeah,
that
so
in the
it's important
sun.
to like a detox, like a purification, if you will, because no matter how hard we try, just existing in day-to-day life, you also have to know just excuse me, just you have to detox, just going from your car, shopping, and then doing laundry and then coming home or whatever you're doing, just
Right.
the chemicals, things in the air, the pollutants. I mean, we're living in a more toxic environment, and then that goes into our skin. That goes like the
Right.
makeup that we put on our skin, or the products we put in our
The
hair, or
makeup,
the
the
lotions,
products.
the
And
soaps,
that's
everything, right?
That's why I'm so
All
particular
absorbs.
about using natural skincare because,
Mm-hmm.
we can't control what's out there per se. We can control,
No.
I'm not going to smoke, I'm not going to do drugs, whatever, but we can't
Yeah.
control going out into the environment. We're not going to put like a bubble on our head, so
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that would look very strange.
it was very strange. But
Yeah.
we can control what we do in our world as far as our products that we use on ourselves, around ourselves, in our homes. So we so that we're combating what's out there and that's coming towards us. So this is actually one of those things that like a lot of people will say to me, I don't wash my face twice a day.
Right.
Okay, I get it, but you want to wash your face in the morning because, well, one, a lot of people just kind of need it to like wake up and get things going. And then you put your moisturizers on and stuff so that you're ready to go out into the world. But at night, you want to come home and wash your face and get
Yes.
all that dirt and toxins and gunk of the world off of you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So that you have that clean slate. So then, so I'm taking the long road on this one, aren't I?
Well, the whole point it is, it's like life happens, and it's like, so I'm in my 50s now, and my skin actually looks better than it was when I was in my 40s, and a lot of
Right.
it is because I had
Because you're
cancer
changing.
and I was aging, and my surgical scars weren't healing like I wanted them to. And I had troubles wearing some clothing because of where my scar was. And in terms of what I do for work, I need to wear scrubs, and I'm also a runner, and I couldn't wear like running shorts or row my pants, and it was just bad. And so I
Mhm.
went into looking at different things to heal the skin, and what I
Yep.
found was my skin started to fade and brighten and hydrate, and just like, and I'm very no makeup right now. I have a little bit of eye makeup right around here, but I mean, as you can see, not bad for a girl that grew up with a lot of sun exposure, and that pregnancy mask or that face, it's completely faded. And I feel it's the ingredients that I've kind of discovered and found, and I've been
Yeah.
sharing it with some girlfriends, and you've tried some of it too, and you've
Yeah.
been noticing what you like about it too, right? The
Absolutely.
ingredients.
Yeah. And so we have been using the three international like collagen and the eternal. The
Yeah, so
eternal, sorry, I'm wicked bad with the camera here.
it's purple.
You hold the thing up
It's
because I
literally
can't do it.
it's a little and also what's key is no matter what you guys choose, just be a research nerd like us, and just be very inquisitive, ask questions, because there's a lot of businesses, a lot of choices. It's a wild
Mhm.
west. There's not a lot of regulations. So look
Yep.
for something that is individually packaged, because if
Mhm.
it's not individually packaged, air hits it. So this is a little
Mhm.
drink, you open it up and you drink it. And
Right.
it's also ethically sourced, because there's a
Right.
lot of garbage and food fraud out there.
Yep.
And never do powders, because powders, honestly, air hits it and it just doesn't work, because the
Right.
building blocks are so big. Your body absorbs like what, 5%, if that.
So I will contradict on one is
Oh,
doTERRA's collagen because
oh,
they
really?
do
Awesome.
individual packs, but it is
Good.
like it's
Good. They're
sort of
individual packs.
it's
Good.
sort of it is powder, but they have again sustainably sourced,
Good.
insane science behind it as far
Great.
as making it like the
It's
it's
patented and they're science based, all of
yeah,
that good stuff.
it's
Yeah.
they've broken it down into smaller
Mhm.
molecular structure so that we can absorb it because collagen is like a huge molecular
Huge.
structure.
Yes.
So most collagens don't even get absorbed, and these do. So doTERRA's, and it is individual, but it is a powder. But most of those, like if you just open a big box and it's sitting there and the air's hitting it, that
it's
it is
not.
aging and depleting its abilities
You
to
get
work.
one a good use, and then even
And
then
then you
it's
don't
not
know if it's
absorbing.
sustainable or if you're absorbing it. And so you may have just spent a ton of money on something that you're not even actually absorbing into your body.
And it's
So
funny because people in the big box stores that I love, you go shopping, you get a great discount. It's at the front of the entrance. You buy it, and you just assume, it's got to be real because it's there.
mhm,
I'm also a beekeeper, and a lot of people are so confused. Like, what do you mean that it says it's pure honey, and I say it's
mhm,
pure baloney?
mhm.
Because unless you know the beekeeper, how do you know it's real? You don't.
Yeah, yeah,
So a food fraud, same thing with maple syrup. It's fake, a lot of fakes out there. So just know where you're buying before you put it in your body.
exactly.
Another fun thing that I learned, my girlfriend Amy, she took this just for a month because you basically get a month's supply. She changed nothing else, and her skin got all glowy and gorgeous. And she's a lolly, so she has, I think, 5 little grandbabies. She's a little bit younger than me, and what she noticed was weight loss. And I was like, what the heck, Amy? How are you losing weight? And she looked up this, I'm not sure. I like how you pronounce it. Resveratrol. How do you pronounce it? East
Yeah,
Coast meets West Coast,
resveratrol. Yeah,
right? So basically, that is something that we were kind of looking at, how it helps with belly fat and how it actually does work, and how we were learning about it. If you're an older person, maybe take it during the daytime. And then if you're a younger person, maybe in the evening. Once again, it's
right.
hormones and how your body
Meta-
metabolisms,
Metabolizes
right?
it. Yeah. And it's one of those things, you may have heard of it from red wine because it's in the
Yeah.
skin of the grapes. And it's a
Mhm.
natural occurring antioxidant that is
Yeah.
going to feed our skins. And so antioxidants basically, never answered that story before. Antioxidants basically fight those free radicals from those toxins and things that come into our skin. And free radicals, just like, I'm not going to get into the science of it, but they basically break down our skin cells and and cause damage and wreak havoc on our body, and that's what causes the aging. Um, and so antioxidants fight those and
Mm,
repair our skin cells and repair our whole body cells. So when
yeah.
you take things that have antioxidants in it, whether it's food or supplements or nutrient rich things, you're going, or even products that you use on your skin that are full of antioxidants, you're going to be supporting your cells, all of your cells in your body, not just your skin cells, but benefits being that we see it. So you'll
Yes.
start feeling better, you'll start looking better, and then, like your friend Amy, perhaps even losing a little weight and feeling even
Yeah.
fancier, right?
And I wasn't even paying attention, but the doctor that I work with, he said, "Have you lost some weight?" And I didn't even pay attention. I actually stepped on the scale, and I lost 11 pounds. And I
Wow.
haven't even tried. I'm doing nothing different. I'm always hydrating, and I'm not trying to
Mhm.
lose weight. I'm just trying to be healthy and, fat. And
Yeah.
so I'll take that. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
so
And I'd
yeah.
say this is a similar thing. Like, I really love the 3 products that Allie has introduced me to, but also like the collagen from doTERRA. It's
Mhm.
packed with antioxidants and other things that are really supporting our cellular metabolism and the way that we operate, right? And it was the same thing for me when I did a month's supply of that. I haven't finished my month's supply of 3, so I can't say that I've noticed
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but I have
Uh-huh.
definitely noticed my skin is glowing more. The pigmentation
Yes.
on my forehead is smoother considering it's summer, and
Yeah.
yeah, like I'm definitely noticing things that I am enjoying. I feel like my skin's brighter, so that is really nice. But when I took a month's supply of the doTERRA one, I dropped like 5 pounds in a week, like just, and
Wow.
it was in weird spots because, it was a brand new
Ex
product. So we were,
exactly.
we took our measurements, it was not places you would have expected. Like actually, my whole team, we all lost it. Primarily, we lost like an inch or something in our thighs.
Oh,
and then like
interesting.
maybe a half an inch around our belly or our
Mhm.
hips, So it was really crazy. Like we were all like, "Oh my god!" And they're like, "Why are we losing it in our thigh?" And one of the other girls was like seeing her massage therapist, and he was like, "Oh, well, that's one of the first places that your muscles were like relax and let go of those
Mm.
toxins and the fat and stuff." So I
I
was
noticed the
like,
same
"Okay,
too because
that's
my
cool."
pants were looser and it's like in the hip and the thigh. Yeah,
Yeah.
where I have to I have a, you know how you wear your pants a little bit and then they
Yeah.
loosen up, but these are
Yes.
scrubs and they don't
Yeah.
loosen
They don't
up.
loosen up.
And I'm like, I put them out and I'm like, everyone's like, I'm like, no, what the heck? And
Yeah,
yeah,
it's so funny.
it's
Yeah. So
it's a
it's those
nice,
funny
and I'm
little things.
chugging the water right now because I'm doing the electrolytes. It's summer. It's like 93 degrees. It's hot,
Mhm.
and so I'm not. I literally am not. It's the wildest thing, and I'm the girl that plateaus. Like I hit a
Yes.
certain weight, and I'm just like I hug onto that weight. I fluctuate a couple of pounds here and there. If anything, I gain. Like looking at a cookie, I gain weight, and
Mhm.
so being menopausal and all that. So now it's really nice to just by accidentally. Oh, no wonder, like, my rings are, like, looser and it's
Mhm.
nice. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm not so
exactly.
it's about inflammation is what it is. I'm
Exactly, and
not as
that's the big
inflamed and I'm
reason why
actually
I
hydrated. Mhm.
that's really the big reason why I'm into it is for the, antioxidants and the anti-inflammatory because I have hypothyroidism, so, being able to bring as much anti-inflammatory into my world is definitely a thing.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Huge, and you're seeing that, and that's really, really and it hasn't even been a month yet. How long have
No.
you been taking it?
No, well, let's look at I have
How
like a
many?
half
Because it comes
box.
you can tell because like the box has 30.
Yeah,
You can
I
just
probably have
count.
about a half a box. So,
Right.
yeah. Yeah,
Like
it's
2 weeks.
yeah, a couple weeks, yeah.
That's
And
amazing.
I'm already seeing differences in my skin. So that's impressive because I feel like there's a lot of first off collagens out there that you take them for like
Yeah,
3 months before you even notice any differences in your skin, or your hair or your nails or your bones or whatever it is that you're hoping to see
change
feel
that.
better.
Yeah.
And yeah, like to be on it for a couple weeks and be like, wow, because the science is so crazy and so great. Like they are all about that bioavailability. And yeah. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
yeah. So last time we were talking just privately, you
Mhm.
shared because we were talking about brightening the skin. And so like we both were like, well, we really like the eternal and
The purple.
the purple box,
It's like the new
purple
beauty
pouch.
secret. Yes.
It's full of all these amazing antioxidants. Like you said, it has the reversatile. It has
Oh, the CoQ10, also for heart health and
CoQ10.
vascular.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Yep.
Yes.
It has some collagen in it. It has those super fruits, like all of those amazing purple and deep red fruits that are going to be full of antioxidants and free radical fighting those free radicals and full of vitamins and nutrients that our body need, like the vitamin
And then
C.
vitamin C, you need the
Yeah,
vitamin C big
and
time, and
all that
vitamin C
goodness.
once again, especially with flus and colds, and
Mhm.
so I yeah, and I noticed also too, some of my friends, so I'm a runner, I'm a long distance runner, and some of my
Mhm.
friends have run, and instead of doing like a sugar thing, they do a lot of there's like goo and different products that are awesome,
Yeah,
if you love goo, whatever. I personally do honey or I do other types of things when I run.
yeah.
But I actually, my girlfriend was running and she just for fun, she did the purple pack instead because she honestly
Mhm.
left her goo at home and her husband didn't have any with
Yeah.
him and he's a faster runner. And she's like, oh, wait a minute, I have a couple of purple packs in my purse. She tried them during running her 50K and she ran a faster time and
Wow.
she felt completely fine and her recovery was like she's like I felt like I could have gone more, like she felt worse, like I should have, why did I self like I held back, I should have gone faster and longer, and it was during a hot day and she was doing great. And
That's so
she's like
crazy.
she's going to start experimenting with that.
Yeah.
She originally took it for the hydration,
Right.
being an athlete. But now she's like, well, wait a minute, it actually helped me during the event. And it was pretty phenomenal. I mean, that's a lot
Yeah.
of time to
I
be
mean,
faster and feel good. Like she bounced back.
I mean, it is packed with vitamins, nutrients, things that support all our body systems, you know, the cardiovascular, the immune system, all these different elements, and all of it goes together to make us feel good, right?
Yeah, and she was also jet lagged. She was on an airplane. It wasn't like a local race, so I was like, "You go, girl!" I was
right?
like, "So
That's
now
amazing.
I
I
want to
love it.
try. I want
That
to
is
see."
so cool. I
Yeah,
love it. So yeah,
I mean,
like we had been talking, and I think one of our last lives we talked about the collagen that they make, and we talked about a bunch of different collagens.
the blue and why, how to pick a good collagen, right?
So now, what would make somebody choose the blue collagen over the purple eternal?
Okay, so this is a little different. It's like comparing apples and oranges. They're both fruit, but it's definitely one is definitely an apple that you slice, and the orange is definitely you peel. So the collagen, you actually take it for 10 days. It's more intense. So you literally take it for 10 days, and then you have a 20-day break. And then you have that break because it's teaching your body to make its own collagen. So when you got to be careful, because if you literally can only take it for 10 days, and then your body does its own thing and it produces. This is more for somebody, once again, we're not diagnosing or treating anyone, but for instance, my husband, my lovely fireman of a husband, has osteoporosis, and he is a little too young to have bones like a 80-year-old person. And so he started taking the collagen, not so much for vanity, even though he's handsome, of course. It's more for bone health and the dexter stand and all of that. So he takes it religiously. And so for those of people that are all about the joints and recovery, and it's funny because his you can see in terms of, he's Timmy the Tool Man. So if you Google Timmy the Tool Man, he has a YouTube channel. So if you actually look at older videos and compare it to now, he actually is aging backwards. So it's kind of funny to notice this. I notice it more anyway, but hair, skin, nails, but bones for him. So for me, I take it because of my bone health, because I know and also to heal my cancer scars. So then the purple pack I got introduced because I honestly was started. It was for vanity purposes, because I had that, the face, and I felt you can still see the freckles, and I am definitely California girl. I don't have any makeup on, but I'm definitely freckly. And I was like, you know what? My girlfriends that are 10 years older than me, my good friend Renee, she's 61, and she's aging backwards. So I'm like, what? She really is, and she's going to start modeling. And I'm like, okay, you're not getting fillers or Botox, because she used to. And so after she takes the collagen for 10 days, and she does before and after pictures, she literally plumps up her hydration. It looks like she just went to the spa. So is that Mojo, who's behind the curtain?
He's behind the curtain opening.
Yeah, I don't have Hobbs with me today, but my kitty cat Mojo is helping out. But so literally, so this one, people accuse her of getting fillers or Botox, and she doesn't anymore. She doesn't need to. And the purple one is all about the actual pigmentation. The spots, she has 0 age spots on her skin. She's local Californian, and now she lives in Vegas and out in the desert, and she travels around, and it's nuts. Like, I've seen before and after pictures of her. So it's the combination of both. That's how she's done it. So now I'm trying to see.
You might have to ask her if we can borrow those before and after pictures and put them in the comments, because that would be really cool for people. I'll get some from her. She's Renee is awesome, but she is 61 years young, and she's very proud of her age, because people ask her all the time. She's like, they think she's in her 40, 45 maybe. She looks fantastic. Yeah, that's so cool. And so like you had mentioned that a lot of people have noticed that using the two together creates this really brightening effect on the skin.
Yes.
And
It's awesome. So it's like best of both worlds. I love them both individually, but like I noticed because I was doing the collagen just by itself, the blue box
Mm-hmm.
just by itself, and that was really healing. So now I can wear my scrubs, my cancer scars don't bother me. I can wear clothes and I'm comfortable. But now I'm noticing like that brightness and the glowy and I mean, it's like almost like a porcelain smooth texture from the hydration, but the color, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm so like I'm pretty happy with this and I'm
Yeah.
halfway through my 50s. So and my hair and it's like I need a haircut so bad right now because my hair is growing faster and I'm
So
like
long.
it's like I just cut it and it's like it's nuts. So it's a nice problem to
Not something to
have.
complain about.
I and I've got all the little baby
Yeah, you get the
hairs.
little wispies on the side there.
I got all the little wisps and I wear my hair back in a bun or a pony at work in my scrubs because I'm like, oh, I don't have time. It's another 5, 6 weeks, another haircut. Like I always joke with my husband because men, they cut their hair really all the time, it feels like. And I've had longer hair and I would go for, I don't know, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks. Now I'm literally, if I'm at week 5 or 6, I'm like anxious, like I gotta get in.
That's so funny. That's
It's
awesome.
nice. Yeah, it's nice. So you're seeing my kind of my rambunctious, you can see the little hair growth. Yeah. It's not and there's a lot of it.
That's one
Such a
thing I've
thick,
noticed since using good
thick.
collagens is my hair. My hair has been very thin since college when I got completely stressed out, and it just like got thin. But I have curly hair,
Yeah.
so nobody believes me when I say that until they touch it and like or they look at like where how thick my ponytail is, and it's like this wee little
Oh,
pony.
then that's the truth because you do a
Yeah.
ponytail and then the ponytail's like, meow, and it's like that. Yeah.
Exactly. You're like, let me wrap it around like 5 times.
And that's like let's pretend, let's poof it out to make it look bigger and less
Exactly.
pathetic. Or you get the little tiny ponies that you only wrap around once and you kind of fudge it.
Yes,
Now
exactly.
it's
So, yeah, my stylist has noticed that it's gotten thicker. I don't feel like I lose quite as much,
yes, it doesn't fall out
as much
anymore.
shedding. I mean, I still
Yeah.
shed a ton, but when I'm showering and stuff, it's not quite so bad. So, yeah, that's been
Yeah.
a lovely benefit. And then
Yeah.
in addition, the health and wellness ones that we're seeing and feeling are
Oh, it's
lovely.
great. I literally would avoid showering my hair, like washing and shampooing because I knew I would get a clump. Like it was so
Yes.
sad. I would get the clump in the shower drain that I would scoop out, and then I would comb my hair, and then I'd get the shedding. And if it
Mhm.
were winter time and I had to do just a very gentle blow dry just to because it was so cold and we had a lot of rain, I would get clump in the shower, clump on the comb, and then like the hairs on the floor after the hair dryer. And I'm like, I
Mhm.
don't want to wash my hair because it was really and then my brush when I would brush and then I would take the comb and clean out my brush and losing so much hair.
Yeah.
Now I hardly lose any hair. It's like I'm young again. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
It's not I mean there are
I'm
natural
noticing it
sheds.
far less when you brush. Like, yeah, because you
Yes.
get it on the brush, but you also get the ones that just fall on the sink or the floor. I'm not really
Yeah.
getting those anymore. So I'm like, yes.
Yay. Yeah.
Um,
So
yeah.
happy. So
Uh,
I feel for me that was really the collagen. I feel that one for like the hair loss was really
mhm.
this one. But in
Yes.
term and the like the plump
The
and the
beauty and stuff.
hydration, but
Yeah.
the actual skin, like the dots and the scarring and the the I had weird acne, getting older, weird stuff, and it's diminishing. It's like going
Mhm.
away. So it's
Yeah.
healing. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's healing, and then on top of it, like those antioxidants are also amazing for balancing our hormones as well too. So
Oh, that's right.
that's
Okay.
gonna play a role there as well. In the sense of both the factor that that pigmentation for you was more that pregnancy mask thing that they
Oh,
say,
I couldn't it
and
was
that is such
so
hormonal stuff. And then
yeah.
yeah, as you age and the skin shifts, and like you were
And
saying, you
the
get that acne
dark
or like the weird,
circles
yeah.
or it was so like my eyes right now, like I've been up since 5 a.m. California time. So it's like early patients, well, no, wait a minute. It's 5:20. I lied.
Mhm.
5:20. But, you know, I should have dark circles. I did not take a nap. I have a little eye makeup on because when I'm up close and personal with somebody, I want to look like I tried. You know?
I give it to you. I would not try at 5 a.m. I would just be like,
I'm like, here,
nah, I'm
I'm
good.
trying, and my hair is in
I mean,
this.
pretty much I am
Yeah.
how I am. I don't really do makeup ever, unless I'm doing something fancy and fun. Or a little lip gloss or something is kind of my go-to. But
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, the other thing I've noticed is the neck. I feel like the neck is
Yeah. It's
looking happy.
nice.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, there's the line right there from, doing the computer and phone thing. And
That's nice. I
also
hadn't
trying to
even.
work on my posture,
You're like going back. There you go.
Exactly.
So
Because
I
I
hadn't even
don't want to be
noticed
the
like the
hunchback.
neck. Yeah, your lines. So I
Yeah.
know like mine, it's pretty good. I still you can see because I'm out and about. Like I'm in the sun every single day. Like I just am. I go for a walk or around town, but I do. You can, but that's not bad.
No,
That's
not
not
bad at all.
bad.
Looking great.
Not yeah for 50, almost 54, guys. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
TikTok, fountain of youth. I'm telling you.
Right?
So yeah, I think we found it.
I think so. I think so. Yeah. And so, yeah, we
Yeah,
wanted to share this with you
yeah.
guys. Wanted to chat a little. If you have questions, you can obviously reach out to Allie or myself. And we will also put a link in the comments if you are curious about getting your hands on some and learning more about it.
And keep us posted if you have any questions or anything at all. You have nothing, nowhere. Like it's not like honestly, like people are like, well, how long does it take? And honestly, I think the collagen, if unless you the blue one, unless you're willing to take a before and after picture just for your own purposes, like same
You're not
lighting,
going to notice.
you're not going to notice because people will notice. I think it takes up to 3 months for the blue pack because the hydration, your body. I like to say when you go work out, you don't expect to have 6-pack abs after your first week workout, right? Or if you learn a language, you don't expect to be fluent in the first month you practice. It usually takes a bit, right? I say 3 months typically.
Yep.
And then but the purple pack, I'm finding it's depending, it's different, right? In terms of what you were experiencing. For you, it was 2 weeks. For me, it was about, I'd say 4 weeks, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I noticed both of the products. I noticed something different. Oh, I forgot to notice with the blue one. When I first started taking it the first 3 months, I noticed a kind of natural exfoliation happening, like a shedding. I don't know if you noticed that, but the skin just kind of, I don't know, the layers kind of came off. I don't know how else to describe it. Like a
Yeah.
shedding or a
Yeah.
renewal.
I mean, I think maybe in a minor way I saw that, but I do obviously do a lot of
You do a lot more
exfoliation.
than I do. This is your
So
business,
yeah.
and I'm just not at your level because I'm not at
Right.
the right. I'm the girl that washes my hair. I mean, not hair, face in the evening, wash it, and in the morning I wake up and do a little with the washcloth and get myself waking.
Oh,
Like
good.
come on, because it's 5
Yeah.
a.m.
Get
But
yourself moving.
come on, little
No, it's
moisturizer
cool.
into the
And
face.
yeah, but yeah, basically we are here for you. If you want to learn more about skin health and I do virtual skin consultations as well. So I talk about how our diet, our nutrition, our stress, our sleep,
Everything.
all the things play a role, and we can customize how we address your concerns for you. But then that also allows us to figure out what are the best things, like, which of these might be the good thing for you based on your lifestyle, your concerns, all the things. So,
And I'll give a shout out to Stephanie. She also makes custom blends. So I've had awesome, did an anti-aging class with her. She created some gorgeous blends that were for my skin type, which I absolutely love. And so that is awesome. And so anyway, she's the real deal. And we're both here. If you guys have any questions, we'll share some links below. And thank you for being real with us.
awesome. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, guys.